point, we want to take a presentation of reports of the year 2023-2024 by the Managing Director of Showers Christian High School International. She is a woman that wears many hats, a woman among the man, an achiever by all standards. Are we welcoming her? Let's give her a round of applause as I hand over to Mrs. Ekama E. Apan. Give her a round of applause, please. And more than that, the mother of this great institution, a mother of winners by all standards. Let's celebrate her. I'm sure we can keep clapping until she starts. And she's getting more beautiful as she ages. Let's celebrate that also.
Thank you. Thank you and thank you. It's a great pleasure to welcome all of you. I did not want it to be a big event. It was not necessary. I wanted to be among friends and our students. Now they're about to go. I'm feeling really terrible. I'm going to miss them. And they will forget all the times I've pushed them when they will remember the good times ahead. But briefly, I really want to talk about the facts and the belief of Showers. We're a Christian school poised to change and to impact the lives of our youth through education service. We believe that through education, a nation will improve her economic and spiritual base, and her development will be greatly enhanced and assured. We believe our children are the future leaders of our nation, and therefore we are careful to ensure that we teach them with objectives in mind to make them good leaders. Education to our youth is a great responsibility, and we must all view it as one. We firmly believe our students must defend their results. Cheating is therefore not an option. We began as a tutorial center in Port Harcourt in 1966. We have evolved into a secondary school, and now we have a junior, senior, and advanced level section. The crèche started but was stopped, but I think by the next session we should start the pre-nursery. So having given you that brief, you'll understand what pushes me to be among the children. Because the type of leadership we have now, if you start from the youths, you can get them to be the type of leaders that God will be pleased with. So my speech. A big congratulations to our graduating class of 2024. We call them the Lion class. Today, all accolades you will receive as you leave us to venture out to the outer world are merited through hard work. You had to follow your vision and the dreams of your career you have patiently waited for since you joined us many years back. And therefore, it will be worth the efforts and the pains by the time we start talking about what you have achieved. Your class had been a formidable one. You all achieved top grades at the British Council O-level examination at grade 10. Grade 10 is SS1. And in this class, all of them made all their papers at SS1. The two of you, Jidenna Debo and Joella Wichi, got the best award. It's called the Brookal Award in their first attempt. And today you see the trophies. They were top of their group. To win this, they had to achieve 91 over 100%, and they brought home the trophies for us. Joella was challenged because I said to her, what a man can do, a woman can do. So we took 5 months to turn her around from arts subjects to science. The father didn't believe. And I posted, I said, if you fail, I will take responsibility for the cost. That's what I told you. He paid that money last moment, I remember. But Joella did it. She scored 91 over 100%. And I was happy she could achieve what Jidenna achieved. And as a matter of also for Joella, we had to double promote her from SS1 to SS2. To be able to achieve that, she had to be double promoted. The 3 students in this class also advanced to what we call A2, having passed the AS at grade 11. So finally, they were able to do the A2, which is the final stage of A level in 3 subjects, concurrently with the WAEC and NECO exam, which is no mean feat for children between the ages of 16 and 17. It was the clinical discipline, the ability and capacity, and the efforts that gave the school the courage to prepare them to attempt those examinations that are by no means cheap, or it's not cheap at all. For you to take this exam, now they have graduated you to 650,000 for 3 subjects. So you are not going to waste the parents' money. You have to make sure that the child you are using or you are attempting should not waste the parents' money, and also will not waste our time. It normally takes 2 years after the grade 12 to pass well in these exams. I know God will help them to make all those papers, and by the time they leave us finally on the 25th of July, they will go direct entry into major universities abroad and top universities in Nigeria. So, the theme of this year's send-off, I dreamed of success, but worked hard to achieve it, reminds us of the necessity of both dreaming and the efforts required to make you get that vision. And today, these children dreamt of success, and they will achieve it in Jesus' name. So apart from the love of football, it's not all Bukru. They liked football so much, I had to bar them from football. The boys didn't like it, the girls were okay with it. And also, if you didn't pass your exam at C level, no football. It made some of them very unhappy. But in years to come, they will understand that there are certain things you do at certain time. So this class were also football fanatics, not just learning. And they were good enough to win the Bible quiz in the first quarter with a trophy and a cash prize of 20,000 in their first attempt. As a class, it was not noticeable how helpful they were to each other in study groups. Their team spirit can testify to the fact that there was no incident of hostility towards each other, which is unusual with a class of mostly male students. But I want to believe that that one girl, Joella, kept them at bay. So her presence made them to behave like gentlemen, which they were. This is the first class that volunteered to teach the lower classes in areas they had some difficulties. They decided that they were not going to go home and stayed back to teach the younger children. At a point when we were having difficulties to get suitable teachers, they volunteered. And I can attest to the fact that the students understood them better than the teachers we tried to employ. So it is this measure of the attempt to reach and help the younger ones that made them honestly a very good example to the youths. Actually, to prep them up, the school threw many challenging educational issues to stretch them. They were taught to speak out in class and to challenge unclear ideas during classes, and some teachers didn't like it. They felt that was an insult to them. Their input helped the school in the selection of teachers through micro-teaching, during which many applicants were disqualified where they failed to impress them. The school also encouraged and strengthened them to adapt to frequently changing curricula. It was so frequent that by the time you finish one textbook, they'll tell you the new one is out. So despite some grumblings, they adjusted and took up the challenge and were better off today in their academic experience and pursuits. These class achievements are a testimony to their ability and their capacity to enlarge their scope through discipline. They have indeed done well. Let me thank the academic and non-academic staff for their consummative dedication to duty, especially to the students. They went out of their way to put the students to the center stage, a generally uncommon attitude among teachers nowadays. They devoted many times beyond their contract requirement to find extra help for nagging students, a true virtue of educational professionalism. My parents of the graduates and those still with the school have been very supportive. Only God can and will replenish your commitments for sustainable support to your wards and to the school, with fundraising, advisory talks, assistance in major events through food and financial contributions, and not the least, continual prayer. You made it all happen. Thank you and thank you. You are an outstanding group. To our graduates, as you leave us after today, you will proudly take your place among the legions of past alumni, not only in Shower schools, but among your peers. You relish the taste of great achievements and will keep in mind that there are many rivers to cross still. So, after you have taken some rest and recharged your batteries, be ready to tackle the next hurdles and the different challenges that will come your way. And please note, it is not those who start a race that people applaud or remember, but those who finish it and finish it strong. You must remember that achievements you have attained are for use in God's kingdom. In Acts 20, the great Apostle Paul talked about finishing the race of life well and added, "But my life is worth nothing to me unless I use it for finishing the work assigned to me by the Lord. It will profit you nothing to gain the wealth of this world and suffer the loss of your place in God's house." May God show you the way to go. Go get the attention of the ball by your achievements and bring back the trophies of souls through these achievements. Finally, know you shall be greatly missed. And remember that out of sight is not out of mind. We thank all who made this sacrifice to share time with us in this send-off of class of 2024. Your presence has made all the difference to render this occasion memorable. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.
That is a wonderful address by the Managing Director of Showers International School. Another round of applause. It takes a lioness to raise lions. And you agree with me that moving from arts to science takes the courage of a lion. And not only changing but succeeding. Let's celebrate this great feat one more time. Celebrate the laurels. She's raising spiritual lions, academic lions, social lions, and even lions in football. Let's celebrate all of them. Thank you very much. Thank you. Let's celebrate her for saving the school fees, because if the lions had failed, it means another school fees. Thank you. And let's appreciate yourself, all the parents, for doing so well, supporting, and it's not easy. Quality education is expensive.